Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Mazy. I'm glad that you're here and joining in. As you see by the title of this, we're talking about live, grow, lead. If you're asking yourself, what does that mean, or you've never seen me before or anything, no worries. I'll give you a short introduction. Well, my name is Nick Mazy. I create material that's designed to help you to live intentionally so you can grow personally, achieve professionally, and ultimately lead others to do the same. See, I believe that if each one of us lives our lives in a way that we can guide our lives to go in the direction we want them to go, that it'll not only benefit ourselves, it'll help you, it'll help me, by us both trying to do the best we can do to achieve our goals and live the lives we want. I believe it benefits us individually, but it also has far more reaching benefits when each one of us strives to do the best that we can do with our own lives. Then that impacts the people around us. It impacts our local communities, and it stretches out even further. And the more people that we have living a life that's what they want to live, that's living intentionally, the more people we have doing that, it can benefit the whole world, I believe. So, it's again, if you don't know me, that's fine. I'll give you a little bit about me. I run the nickmazy.com, the Enjoy Life podcast, share some material on YouTube. I have old podcast episodes on there. But the most of my stuff, most of my material, as far as a social network, is going to be on LinkedIn. I've decided to get rid of most of the other ones because I want to share helpful, beneficial, positive information. And when I get on some of the other platforms, sometimes some of the negative stuff, it gets to me. So for my own shift, I'm going to stay on LinkedIn. Now, one of the things that I've talked about a lot in past podcast episodes, and I've talked about on social media, and so just since one of my first lives right now, I think a good way to start me being able to share information with you is to get a little bit of a base understanding. See, I believe that there are three choices that each one of us make. I believe each and every person makes three choices. Well, make a whole lot more than three choices, but I think there's three common choices that we all make at some point in time. Sometimes people don't make them intentionally, and then that's unfortunate. Because I think we have to be intentional. That's the part of the live, grow, lead. That first part is living intentionally. We have to be intentional if we want to be able to achieve goals. If you want to live the life that you want, you got to be intentional. If you want to guide your life to go where you want, you got to be intentional. See, the life you want, it's not going to happen magically or on accident. Say no one ends up on top of Mount Everest by accident. No, those people were intentional. They had a goal and they went after it. Well, I want you to have goals and I want you to go after them. I want you to be intentional because it will take a little bit of effort. It will take a little bit of work. But the best part about the effort and the work that you put into your life is that you get to experience all the benefits of it. So these three choices, I want you to be very intentional with these three choices. The first choice is that you're going to choose your mindset. Now, there's a lot of information out there on mindset these days. Some very, very smart scientists, doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, thought leaders, influencers. A lot of people are talking about mindset, and a lot of it's true. Now, there is some good information that how we were raised and how we were brought up and early life experiences. See, all that stuff can impact our mindset. Absolutely, I'm not here going to pretend to try to discredit any of that. I will say though, and this one I'm going to steal from Zig Ziglar, that what you put into your mind affects what comes out of your mind. If you want positive things to come out of your mind, if you want to be able to, take that the positive things of life, and bring more of them into your life, and then be able to capitalize on that and really guide your life to go where you want to go. If you want to see those possibilities and the opportunities and the solutions, then you got to be intentional with what you put into your mind. There's so much junk and negativity out there that there's no sense in letting all that come into your mind. No, it'd give you a terrible mindset. You'd be focused on everything that was wrong and negative all the time. Instead, you can be intentional and select and filter what you're going to allow to come into your mind. What you're going to read, what you're going to watch, what you're going to pay attention to. You can select what you tell yourself. See, all those things impact your mindset. Now, if you want some positive, helpful information and material, you're going to have to go out there and get it. Because as we know, the media, social media, news media, and just about everywhere, headlines all over the place are going to tell you the negative, what's wrong, what you need to be scared of, what you got to be fearful of, all the doom and gloom, because that stuff naturally draws attention. So it's easy for them to get eyeballs and attention, paying and everyone focusing on it. All they got to do is share a little bit of negative stuff. But you focusing on the negative is not going to help you to believe in yourself and to take action and to have the confidence and the self determination and have the self efficacy to move forward towards your goals. You got to be selective and intentional with what you put into your mind so that you can cultivate the mindset that will help you to achieve what you want and live the life you want. So you got to choose your mindset. The next thing is you're going to choose your goals. Now, some people have never written a goal down in their whole life. And they might do a New Year's resolution or two. And then that might flop before February, right? Some people are the far other end of the spectrum and they write down goals. They have them in life areas. They have it based on if it's a habit that they're trying to develop or if it's an achievement style of a goal. They use SMART goals. They even have the SMARTER goal acronym that gives some of the risky and exciting components to the goals. They have ways to track them and rewards and milestones all laid out. No matter where you fall on one end of that spectrum to the other, it's beneficial to write down what you want. There's all different kinds of ways to do it. This short little message right here is not enough. I've been talking about goals and mindset for years now, over the course of, I think, like 400 and something podcast episodes and who knows how many blog posts and social media tweets, twits, posts, and everything else. So we're not going to dive all into it. Just simple fact. You write down what you want, you're more likely to get it. Let's keep things basic right here, at least for this first go. You write down what you want, you're more likely to get it. So choose what you put into your mind, write down what you want. We haven't gotten complicated yet. Okay. You can do those two things. You can. Now, the last choice that you're going to make, well, not the last choice the last of the three choices we're going to talk about today, right? You choose your actions. You choose your mindset, you choose your goals, and you choose your actions. See, I know there's probably a million different demands or requirements for your time, attention, what you have to do for this or that, for family, for your job, the law, the government's going to tell you some things you got to do and not do. But at the end of the day, on for that matter, the middle and the beginning of the day too, you choose what you do. Now, there's always consequences or outcomes of anything that we do, but you choose what you do. And the sooner that you can take ownership of your actions and whatever the outcome is or the results, when you take ownership of your life and you accept full responsibility for what you do and what happens, that, my friend, gives you power. That gives you power because you take ownership and then you believe that what you do impacts your life. There's no more excuses. There's no more justifications. There's no more of those really dangerous excuses, the reasonable ones. The reasonable excuses, they're really dangerous. See, sometimes things are outside of your control, but you know what? You still take ownership of what you do and the life that you lead. And when you do that, then you can start to steer your life to go in the direction that you want to go. There's an old saying, you steer a horse. It's easier to steer a horse in the direction it's already going. Meaning, if you're riding a horse, or just like if you're driving a car, you're pointing the direction you're going. The best idea often is to start moving forward and then steer to go in the direction that you want. And then by making those small changes over time, you can wildly change the course of your life. So you're choosing your mindset. You're choosing what you put into your mind. You're choosing the thoughts you tell, or the words you tell yourself. You choose your goals. You write down what's important to you, what you want to achieve. And then you start to choose your actions by making small adjustments to guide yourself closer to what you want. This is a simple little formula. See, small steps are easier than large leaps. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think about what you can do today that will take you just a little bit closer to what you want. Because those small steps, those small habits you can repeat on a daily basis. And then you will begin to guide your life to go in the direction that you want, getting closer and closer and living the life that you want to live. That's what I want for you. That's why I've been creating material and podcast episodes and videos and audios and all that stuff and booklets to help you to guide your life to go where you want to go and enjoy it. Now, if you're ready to, or at least open to the idea of living intentionally, so you can grow personally, achieve professionally, and ultimately lead others to do the same, then again, welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. I am glad that you are participating and you're open to this. I can't wait to share more material with you. As always, you can go to nickmazy.com, connect with me on LinkedIn. In fact, on LinkedIn, I'm going to set up a private group where I can share more material. That's I'm learning through my own training to be able to teach, coach, guide, and train you to live intentionally, grow personally, achieve professionally, and lead others to do the same. So connect with me on LinkedIn, say hi, shoot me a message. I can't wait to talk to you more. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.